Welcome, friends, to this series of learning containers and Kubernetes. So, in the last couple of lectures, we saw how to build the Docker image. And also, in the last video, we found how we can build a custom Docker image from the Docker file. Now, in this particular video, we will come to know how we can optimize the Docker file and we can run the efficient Docker images and we can spin up the containers with the help of that Docker image. So what can be the benefit of using the lightweight Docker files? And what would be the benefit of minimizing the layers? We will all discuss in this demonstration. So thank you and stay tuned. So friends, this is our lab environments. And here, uh, we don't have any images right now, but we are having one Docker file. And let me show you the content of the Docker file. So this particular Docker file is going to pull the Docker image from the Docker Hub, and Ubuntu is the OS image that is going to be pulled from the Docker Hub. Now, this Ubuntu is a heavyweight OS. Normally, Docker doesn't recommend to pull the images from the heavyweight OS like Ubuntu or Red Hat Linux. But here, we are going to pull the images from Ubuntu first, and then we are having a couple of run statements, and each of the run statements are actually each independent layers. And one layer is depending upon the other one. The followings are depending upon the earlier ones. So a couple of runs we do have, and the first run will actually update the Ubuntu system. Then it will install the Open SSH server, and then it will install the Y editor, and then it will install a couple of other libraries like gcompat, and then it is setting the slash app files as a working directory now onwards, and then it is setting one environment variable that is admin user to a hard-coded value app admin, and then it is going to assign this app admin user to a particular credential file, and then it is going to unset the admin user, and then it is going to copy the custom app directory inside the slash app files. Now, this is the custom app, which is actually at the current directory right now. And we are going to copy this custom app completely inside the app files. Now, if we go to this custom app, we can see there are a couple of text files, YAML configuration, and custom application. Now, these text files are basically having no use, but they're bulky in size. Okay, so this particular Docker file will actually copy the entire custom app directory, and it will install everything from that directory. Now let's use the docker build command, and you all know what exactly the docker build command is. Docker build -t base app, and then dot mentioning the docker file is actually the current directory. But we are just providing time p to track the time as well. So if we do so, it started to build, and as we are having these in our cache, it's just finished within time. But if we see the Docker images, we can see the size of the Docker image is 460 MB. Now let's run the container from this base app image that is going to be like this. And if we do, we can see that my app container is actually running. Now let's check what exactly inside the container, what exactly is being logged. So the command is docker logs, and then we're going to provide the container name that is my app. So if we do so, it is saying the custom app is running fine, and app admin is the administrative user. And now uh, we can see the size of the Docker image is 460 MB. And just note that this particular container is running absolutely fine with the image provided. But how we can improve our performance of this container, and as well as we can minimize the size of the Docker image. Just keep it in mind that if you decrease the size of your Docker image, the Docker container will run efficiently and performing, and it will be performed much better than before. So let us clear the screen and let us open this Docker file once again. And this time we're going to delete everything, and we are going to comment comment out the unnecessary things, and we're going to uh, provide the lightweight things. For example, let me comment out everything. Just like we are not going to use Ubuntu OS, rather we are going to pull the image for Alpine, which is recommended by Docker because Alpine is very much lightweighted than Ubuntu system, and we will see it just in a minute. And then we are going to comment all the run commands, those are there, because all these run commands can be added like apk add, because you can just add the library, apk library inside the Alpine, and that will actually install the required softwares inside this Alpine system. So work directory, we're not going to change anything. Instead of adding these environment variable app admin, we are going to do all the things in a single command, that is export admin user app admin, and then we are going to provide the slash and ampersand in the next line. We're going to club all the commands in a single line so that our layers will be minimized. If we keep couple of runs for each of these statements, each of these will be treated as a separate layers in the doc, during the build of the image. Instead of doing that, we can club all the commands inside a single run command. And then we're going to copy and expose 8080 ports, and we are finally running the custom app as usual. So we are actually changing the Alpine image from Ubuntu, and we are going to stop running multiple instruction and minimizing the number of layers in the Docker file. So let's save this Docker file and let's verify that our change is saved. The Docker ignore file as well. So because we saw that we are having a couple of text file inside the app directory, so we can just ignore old file 1 and 2. So let's come back from this directory and let's clear the screen once again, and let's create the Docker ignore file, and let us put these ignorable files over here and let's save it. Now let's again build this Docker image, but this time we're going to say optimized app, and let's do this thing. Once we do so, it started to run and build the image. Now, let's see the magic. If we do the Docker images, we can see that base app image is with size 460 MB, but the optimized app is a size of 50.7 MB. So see how much improvement uh, it took, and how much improvement we can bring up by running this container. So we can again run this container with the same command, optimized app this time, and we can see the Docker PS, which is basically will show what are the apps are running. So this is the new app that is running right now. So we can say Docker logs, and we can see the custom app is running, and it is exactly the same thing that is running right now. So in this way, we can see how we can improve the size of the Docker image, and eventually that will bring the performance during the build and while the container is actually spinned up. So thanks for watching this video, friends. We in this video learned how we can optimize our Docker file and how we can improve the performance of the Docker container applications. So in the next couple of videos, we will go deep into the Docker swarms and Docker compose. So stay tuned and have a nice day. See you in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.